All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again with the DA Fani Willis hearing. Now, if y'all didn't watch yesterday, it got crazy. Now, Ashley Merchant did start off a little slow, but when she picked it up, she was just hitting Terrence Bradley with bombshells. He even went as far as saying that Ashley Merchant said that Terrence Bradley told her that DA Fani Willis and Nathan Wade even had some things going on in the office, which y'all know what I'm talking about. What they did in the office, though, it seems like before this hearing, Terrence Bradley and Ashley Merchant has been talking, and he gave a whole lot of stuff to Ashley Merchant, and she turned around and used it on him in the courtroom, just letting her know everything that Nathan Wade told him. Now, if y'all watched it, if y'all can see that the state, they was trying their best. Every time Ashley Merchant asked a question, they kept objecting. Every single time. They didn't want Terrence Bradley to say nothing. I mean, I've never seen this before a day in my life. All the objections they kept doing. I object, just trying to stop this man from talking. But even Trump's lawyer, Stephen Sadow, he went off. He wasn't playing around at all. I love when he get to asking questions because he don't play with you at all, Mr. Sadow. But like I said, we definitely finna check this one out. He said that the state got to Terrence Bradley and made him talk, and this right here could end the case, which means this case to be thrown out. Trump will be good, and that's exactly what we all want. We want this case gone and Fani Willis and Nathan Wade removed. But I really believe that this right here is what really did it. So like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing some more support. Everybody's been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. I appreciate all of you. Without further ado, let's go and dive straight into this. If y'all could please hit that like button so more people can see how corrupt Nathan Wade and Fani Willis really is. So please hit that like button for me. Without further ado, y'all, let's go.
Trial. I'm just going to kind of put this together as it comes in. Terrence Bradley is back on the witness stand, forced to testify by Judge McAfee. And it's clear someone the state got to Terrence Bradley and said, you shut up or you're floating face down in the river. Someone got to him because his whole story changed.
Yep.
He is now going to lie, and he's going to cover up Nathan Wade.
Somebody threatened
Fani
him.
Willis, because someone got to him. So he changed everything. Let's get to him, and you'll see the flop sweat of the mess of the empty hull of a man. And by the way, it looks like Judge McAfee is getting much harder on him. Judge McAfee does not look compromised. He looks like a straight shooting judge.
We're back to the same point, Ms. Merchant.
His personal knowledge is what I'm asking him what he told me.
But he hasn't yet told you how he knows that. And so unless you can establish why he should be testifying on this at all, then there's no relevance.
And I don't know how he knows that. That would be
then ask him.
That would be the next question.
Then ask him how he knows it.
I first have to establish that he said that.
No, you don't. You could go the other way around.
Judge McAfee is helping Miss Merchant go after Bradley. So that's where we start. That's just to set the room. By the way, welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. I hope you guys will subscribe if you want more Fani Willis news. But let's not slow down. Let's watch the flop sweat.
When you told me that it started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton, where did you gain that knowledge from?
Well, I'm going to object because his testimony a few minutes ago is that he did not recall making that statement.
All right, I'll overrule that. Mr. Bradley, answer the question if you can.
Okay, so Mr. Bradley sitting there just frozen, can't even answer.
Can't answer.
His lawyer's trying to come and rescue him. And then it's the judge, McAfee, that says, I'm going to object. You go ahead and answer that question. So the judge is no longer trying to protect Terrence Bradley with his attorney-client privilege. That's the main thing that got ripped off at the meeting.
Repeat the question.
When you told me that their relationship started when she left the DA's office and was a judge in South Fulton, where did you obtain that knowledge from?
He taking 15 seconds, just like Nathan Wade did.
I was speculating.
What?
I didn't have a no one told me I was speculating.
So that's new now. Now he's going, hey, no one told me anything. I didn't
was
see
speculating.
anything. I was speculating.
That's a lie.
No one told me I was speculating.
No one told you that?
No one told me that.
You were speculating based on things that had been told to you or things you had observed?
So I'm going to object as to the nature of this line of questioning, because the witness has made it clear he was speculating as to how or what he knew. And if it's speculation, it's inadmissible before this court.
All right, but the motivations for his reason for speculating would be admissible, so I'll overrule that.
Thank you, Judge.
We have an honest judge.
We do.
That's one of the major points on this thing.
Yep.
Is that Terrence Bradley is indeed dishonest as a witness, and Judge McAfee is indeed an honest judge.
Was this speculation when you told me that? Was that based on things that had been told to you and things that you had witnessed?
I never witnessed anything. So, you know, it was speculation. I can't tell you anything specific, if that's what you're asking.
You can't tell me anything specific as to why you speculated about that?
No, this was however many years ago. I mean, I don't recall, but no, I don't.
Did you have any reason to lie to me?
I don't know if speculation is lying, but
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
lying
oh
and you're
my
lying.
God.
By the way, he keeps looking over her shoulder back at his lawyers, they're
Yeah.
giving him some kind of hand signal, and that's going to be confronted by Merchant in
Yep.
just a minute.
I remember
keep
that.
going.
Well, let me just show me where in this text it says you're speculating.
you didn't ask me if I was speculating
Why
or
would
guessing.
she ask you if you
I didn't ask you,
speculate?
but tell me if it says anywhere here that
No,
this
it
is
did-
speculation.
If this is the same one that you just showed me, it does not.
And you're welcome if you need to look at your text. Is there anywhere in here that indicates that you didn't have knowledge of
No.
speculation?
So she's setting up a kind of a making the case in the negative. Look at this piece of paper back when you gave us the testimony that you knew that Nathan Wade and her had a relationship before they were
Yeah.
supposed to. Did you ever tell us you were speculating? No.
Your Honor, I'm going to object. The line of questioning Your Honor directed counsel to explore is where he got the knowledge. He's explored that. He said it's speculation, and he didn't get it from any source other than his own speculation.
Sure,
So
I think we're fleshing that out, and I think it's her right to have a little leeway on this if he's an adverse witness.
Now, I gotta say it though, Judge McAfee, he did pretty good on this one though, because you know every time that they try to object, he like, no, I overrule. I want to hear what he got to say. And so the judge did do a pretty good job, you know, on this one. But and another thing, like Doug said, is that Ashley Merchant is going to call out the fact that Terrence Bradley kept looking at Nathan Wade and his lawyer as if they was giving him hand signals on what to say and everything like that. I don't understand why Nathan Wade was there in the first place. But it was kind of weird, though, and Ashley Merchant is going to call that out, that every time she asked him something, he kept looking over there at that lawyer, waiting on the lawyer to object. I don't know if Nathan Wade was tapping on the lawyer to say something. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. That's the reason why Ashley Merchant called it out, because every time she asked Terrence Bradley a question, he looked dead over there to Nathan Wade and that lawyer, just waiting for that lawyer to keep. That's the reason why that lawyer kept objecting so much. It seemed like every single question that Ashley Merchant asked him, for some reason, that lawyer kept objecting, and it was just frustrating her. That's the reason why at first I said that Ashley Merchant, she started off a little slow because she was getting kind of mad because, you know, the lawyer kept objecting to everything she was saying, and then after that, she just went to straight hitting Terrence Bradley with bombshells. You told me this. This is what you wrote down. You saw back a rough draft. She was just hitting them with haymakers. So let's keep it going, though.
So now the judge is giving her, Miss Merchant, way more leeway on pressing into him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's clear what happened. I think it's clear to everyone in the courtroom what happened.
How do you have knowledge? What knowledge well, you just told us. You told us Mr. Wade told you. So tell us what Mr. Wade told you about Miss Willis and Mr. Wade meeting at the Evans office.
Objection, Your Honor. Privilege.
There you go again.
This clearly covers the time after December 2018 that would be covered by the privilege.
Yeah, overruled.
Overruled
again.
Overruled
Judge
again.
McAfee is on them now.
Hey, that's what I was happy about. That every time that judge tried to, that lawyer tried to say something, Judge McAfee said, overruled. I don't know why I be saying McAfee, Judge McAfee. But yeah, he kept saying overruled because he wanted to hear. He knew what that lawyer was trying to do. They were trying to stop him. The state, they was trying to stop him from talking. And I guarantee you that Nathan Wade kept tapping that lawyer every chance he got, that Terrence Bradley was just stuck. You see, every time he get asked questions, he just sit there, like just sweating bullets. And then you thinking to yourself,
come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's all we kept saying. He kept looking over there just waiting for that lawyer to eject everything and try to save him. Hey, but look, Judge McAfee wasn't going for it.
This is not looking good for Fani Willis. He's on to this whole thing being corrupt now.
You recall the question, Mr. Bradley?
I do not.
You re-asked the question, Ms. Merchant.
What did you learn from Mr. Wade? I was clarified that's where you learned it from. About Mr. Wade and Miss Willis meeting at Kevin's office together.
Trying to think of a lie.
I don't object to ask an answer. He's testified that
He hasn't answered. We haven't heard an answer.
He testified he had one conversation with Mr. Wade in the back of his law office.
No, and his answer may change. So
Him
overruled.
off as to what happened to the question.
I can't recall what the conversation was. I do recall knowing that he would go down to the office or had been down to the office, but I can't tell you in what capacity or when or any of that. No.
Mr. Wade told you that they had sex at that office, though, correct?
I don't recall him stating that.
Oh, God.
So now he's changing his testimony.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing. Doug is exactly right. He's changed his testimony because we find out and heard that somebody threatened him. Someone, we don't know who it is, but it's somebody on Nathan Wade's side and Fani Willis' side that threatened him, telling me he better not talk. But the problem is that he already told Ashley Merchant everything. They was texting back and forth. That's why everything Ashley Merchant is talking about is because he told her or he sent it to her. That's how she know. So now, since we find out somebody threatened him, because I don't know if Doug gonna play it in this video, but she did bring up the fact, she said that somebody threatened you. That's the reason why you don't want to say anything. All of a sudden, everything that she asked him, all of a sudden, is speculation. I don't recall. He used the word I don't recall, I know, over 1 million times yesterday. I don't recall. I don't recall. I was just speculating. Objection. I don't recall. I don't recall. I'm speculating. Objection. That's all he kept saying. It's like his whole story changed. And it's crazy. We know that you are lying. He literally, just like I said in my video, he basically helped Trump because he told everything about Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. He told everything to Ashley Merchant. That's why I say, yes, he's trying to help Donald Trump. But now all of a sudden that Nathan Wade is up in the courtroom and he keep looking at Nathan Wade and that lawyer waiting for them to eject, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh no, you can't try to change it now. You in the courtroom, you can't be sitting up here lying on the oath, and that's exactly what he's doing. Instead of him just lying, he'd be like, I don't know, I'm speculating, I don't recall. That's all he kept saying.
Right on this, and McAfee knows it. The judge can see right now that this is a corrupt witness. And I think he may just go, you know what? You're not going to help Fani Willis, and you're not going to help Nathan Wade on this one. Because guess what? Now I smell a rat.
You don't recall it?
No.
So it's possible he did say that. You just don't remember one way or another?
I do not remember him saying that.
I've never seen someone sigh so hard about not remembering his friend Nathan did not say that he had sex with Fani Willis. He looks just torn in half.
He do.
The most nervous guy ever. Now here's Miss Merchant saying, I just want you to notice that suddenly Terrence Bradley, in a terrifying way, keeps looking back at these lawyers to make sure that he's not doing something wrong.
And Judge, I just want for the record, because sometimes the record doesn't reflect where people are looking, and that when I ask a question, Mr. Bradley is looking at Mr. Wade and his lawyer to wait for them to object, and they're clearly interacting somehow in the court. So I just want the record to reflect that, because
Man, y'all see that? That's exactly what I was talking about, and that's what he was doing. Every time she asked the question, he look over there at the lawyer and Nathan Wade and wait for them to object as if they telling him, okay, don't say nothing. Say something. Don't say nothing. Say something. That's basically what was going on, and Ashley Merchant caught that. And that's exactly what I was talking about yesterday. Let's take that back for a second.
To make sure that he's not doing something wrong.
And Judge, I just want for the record, because sometimes the record doesn't reflect where people are looking, and that when I ask a question, Mr. Bradley is looking at Mr. Wade and his lawyer to wait for them to object, and they're clearly interacting somehow in the court. So I just want the record to reflect that, because it wouldn't otherwise.
I just wanted to give you guys a flavor of the courtroom today. This does not look good for Fani Willis. That makes this a huge win for Trump.
Yep.
Let's hope McAfee stays tough. Looks good for Trump. I'm Doug.
It does. Like I said, we just hope McAfee just stay in that bag that he's in right now. That's what we want. We want him to stay in that bag. Every time they try to object, overrule it. Like, no, I want to hear what that man got to say. Because you got to remember, we all knew that Terrence Bradley knew something. Because, I mean, come on. The judge knows. Judge McAfee, he knows that Nathan Wade is lying. Because otherwise, why did Nathan Wade try to block it? Why did he try to stop Terrence Bradley from testifying if he didn't know anything? He knew Terrence Bradley. He knew everything because he told him. That's why he tried to block it, but the judge said, no, he's going to be forced to testify. And now all of a sudden, after he done told Ashley Merchant all that stuff, now all of a sudden he getting up there acting like he got amnesia. I don't recall. I was just speculating. I don't recall. That's all he kept saying. And then we couldn't find out. Well, I think Doug didn't show it in this video, but Ashley Merchant said that somebody had threatened him, which I think we covered about a couple weeks ago about somebody threatening him, saying he better not talk. And we pretty sure it's probably, allegedly coming from the side of Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, somebody that don't want him to talk. But all of a sudden, he's been caught in his lies. But like I said, it's a good win for Trump. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, the judge, he stay in the same bag that he's in, and we shall see. Like I said, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.